working out here. Are we live? Let's see. Okay. That sound. Okay. That sound. Okay. That sound. All right, y'all. Come on in. Come on in. It's going to be a journey today. There was too much going on, and it's been a while since I posted a video, and this is the reason as to why. So, to make a long story short, how do I get my chat back up and running here? Ooh, get my chat. There we go. I guess I go this way. This is all raw and uncut today, y'all. So, come and go as you please. It's gonna be a long day. Hopefully not that long, but nonetheless, I got a call from the homeowner a few weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and he pretty much told me that he's selling the house. So, with that being said, we have to move. We've already found a new house. We're already getting moved in, getting settled in, and I was waiting to the last bit. We got a little bit of stuff left that's gonna get loaded up today, but for the most part, Coco was the last thing to move. And originally I was just going to record and then go home and post edit, but I got too much going on and no telling how long it would take for that to happen. And plus, like I said, I haven't posted in a while because of all this shenanigans that's been going on. So I figured I'll bring you guys along, and y'all can just vibe with me today while I break Coco down. So I'm gonna be looking, at the chat, throughout the breakdown of Coco, and so bear with me on, talking to you guys. So I got my other phone here. I'll be keeping up with the chat, so feel free to talk, and this could be a Q&A as well. So if there's any questions or whatever, this is just one of those videos. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the phone down somewhere, and we're gonna get this thing rocking. I never thought that. Well, I knew at one point, I was gonna move. I just wasn't expecting to happen this soon. So it is what it is. Now, crazy thing is, when I built Coco about 4 years ago, I built her with no blueprints, right? I guess I'll just put my cables here for now. So not having a blueprint on how I put it together, I don't have no blueprint on how to take her apart. So this is gonna be rather interesting, but we're gonna get it done nonetheless. So this guy right here was the little cover that goes over the top flap in front of the TV. So we're gonna take that off. I need my oh, and then here is my my beacon light that I haven't finished up. As you can see, I already got the wires cut. I mean the lights, as you can see, I just got to finish soldering them up. And it's gonna be an actual beacon light that's going to turn on when I hit the beacon light. So that was something I was working on, but once again, all of this stuff happened. All right, so I need actually, I'll tell you what, let's start unplugging this stuff. So otherwise, how's everyone doing in the chat? It's gonna be a while, so I know people are gonna kind of come and go. This is gonna be fun. Where is my screwdriver? I need my screwdriver. Matter of fact, my bag is right here. Y'all give me a second. There we go. That's a flat tip. It should do though. Is it, or is it too big? Ah, it's too big. Daggone it. Y'all give me 1 second, okay? 1 second. Stop. Stepping outside real quick. I know I got a screwdriver around here somewhere. There they are. I knew I brought them. And my daughter's stuff is leaking all over my truck floor, of course, because that's what happens when you have kids. I'm back. Don't worry. Let's see here. Get you back in focus. There we go. All right. We are back. Fun stuff, y'all. Fun stuff. It's hot today. What's the temperature at where y'all at, man? It's like 80 plus degrees down here in North Carolina right now. Let me use my bigger one. I actually got my gun. I should have just grabbed my gun. That means I got to go into the trailer and get my battery. I don't really feel like doing that right now. Woo-hoo. It is a scorcher. Oh man, you know, it's always fun putting these things together. But man, let me tell you how stressful it's about to be trying to take her apart, man. I mean, for the most part, I think she'll be fine. My main concern is just making sure that the panel, because that's where all the meat and potatoes are at, don't get messed up. So first things first, we're going to take off all of her clothes. So y'all don't get too happy when her clothes come off. Don't be looking all up under her skirt like that. I'm gonna be paying attention to that. That's really for my viewing, but for the sake of this video, I guess y'all get to come in and take a sneak peek of what she looked like underneath. All right, so that's that. What we got here? Okay, we got one more screw here. And I figure I do it this way too. That way, you know, everybody can really get a good visual of what I've been working on for the last 4 years. Because sometimes, you know, you come online and you look at sims like mine and others, and, you know, you ask questions and, you know, we kind of sit there and we tell you, you know, well, this is what we did and blah, 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 blah. But until you actually see, you know, the actual, you know, look of everything, it really doesn't make sense, right? So hopefully by the time I'm done breaking her down, you all will have a better sense of what she looks like. All right, girl, you know I'm gonna take good care of her now. You know I'm gonna take good care of her. Oh man. All right, so real quick, I will show you guys. Let me bring this along with you. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Stop. Stop looking at me. I'm trying to learn this toy I got here. Stop. Pause. It won't pause. It's supposed to pause when I do that. Hold on. Pause. Pause. No. Okay. That's the okay. Pause. There we go. All right. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Okay. We're just going to go this way. All right. So, as you can see, the TV, how the TV really sits, right? So it's just sitting on this 2x4 right here. It's just sitting on there. And it's just being held on by that L bracket there and that L bracket there. So that's all there is to it, right? And of course, like I said, it's the same on both sides. So yeah, Nina, it's hurting me to the core. I really don't know how to feel right now at this moment. I'm actually nervous because she hasn't moved from this spot since she started being built, you know? So who knows what's going to come of this. But we're going to make it do what it do, though. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. Let me take this stuff off here. Ugh. It's hot, y'all. I mean, of course, I'm not complaining because I'm sick of the cold weather. But it's hot. Like, hot, hot. All right, so that's that. So let's take these off here. Now, luckily, even though I don't have a blueprint on how I put Coco together, I've been looking at her and working on her for 4 years consistently. So I have a very good visual blueprint in my head on how she is put together. So it shouldn't be a problem taking her apart and putting her back together, shall I say, at our new home. So let's get this first TV off here. And there we go. Nope, let's put it back because we have, yeah, I'm short. I'm short. Let's get you off there. There we go. All right. First TV is off. Let's bring her in here. Oh. Now, I have a question for y'all. Since I'm going live with y'all here, do y'all want me to go live when it's time to put it back together? Oh, we always come back together. Well, Nina, I'll tell you this. Only the future knows how this is about to go. But like Fly Girl said, we built tough. So she has no other choice but to go back together. Oh man, okay. Oh, y'all, you know what's crazy too? Now this is, oh man. Do you understand how old this duct tape is? 4 years old. 4 years old, man. Well, minus the window or the door frame the door frame is actually not even a year old. But I keep that duct tape on. I got y'all looking over there. Come here. Follow me if you want to live. Or is it come with me when you want to live? This thing is acting. There we go. All right, cool. I'm getting better at it, y'all. Y'all hang with me. This door frame. Yeah. Coco was made out of nothing, y'all. When I tell y'all, when I started building Coco, I was dead broke. I'm gonna be transparent in this whole live stream. I ain't had no money. That's the whole reason why she started off with cardboard. I ain't had no money. But I wanted a flight simulator real bad. That's all I knew. I didn't care about nothing else. I wanted a flight simulator, and I was gonna get one way or another. I guess I could. That's a good thought process there, Nina. Let me do that real quick while we're doing this doohickey here. Woo, she already looking naked. And I told y'all don't be looking up under her skirt now. That's for my eyes only. My eyes only. All right. Get back into my feed here. Oh, okay. So this fella here. I forgot all about you. You've been back there hiding all this time. Look at there. Look at there. Yeah. You got to come out though. That's fine because I'm actually going to replace you with something better. You deserve better now. Now there's going to be some things that I'm going to do once I get it completely broken down. There's a few things that I need to do. For starters, my rudder pedals on the pilot side. Now, funny note, I don't know if you guys have watched, actually, matter of fact, I don't think I actually did a video of that. So my mom came over one day and I took her up for a spin. Flight went well, right? We're coming into land, all is well. We touched down, beautiful landing. I go to hit the brakes, boom, my left brake pedal just broke off. So here we go, bouncing across the runway and across the whole airport. I'm trying to stop this thing. When I created those rudder pedals, I was still fresh into 3D printing. So I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? Like all the ins and outs. I just threw the file in and started printing. Well, they've been there for so long and I didn't print those, and considering that they're stress points, you know, because of rudder pedals or whatever, I only print them in like 20% infill. So over time, the plastic just gave out. So what I ended up doing was reprinting the piece that broke at 100%. Now the right one is starting to give out on me and I feel it. So that's one thing that I'm going to have to do before she gets completely put back together is I got to reprint that part. I'm going to have to redo my floor because the floor is in bad shape. And there's a few other things that as I'm breaking her down, I'm going to be taking a mental note that these things need to be handled prior to actually bringing it back. So hopefully this time around, all the small stuff will be good to go. All right, so let's see what's next on the list. I guess what we can do is go ahead and start breaking down get the seats out of the way, huh? Now, in order for me to do that, I have to get down on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on. Let me stop. I gotta let me see. What's the easiest way to get it? Actually, I guess I can get it from down here. I gotta disconnect the wires from the transducers. That makes your cheeks jiggle a little bit when the plane is flying. If you understand what I'm saying. Now, a good buddy of mine has a bright idea, and I think I'm going to steal his. Well, let me take that back. We don't steal around here. We acquire, right? Now, if this thing will see my OK sign and turn back green, why are you not? Come on. Hey, you see my face? There you go. Jesus. We don't steal. We acquire. So, remember that. Okay. So, what his idea is to put QDs or quick disconnects. So that way I don't have to do this. I can just, disconnect it from the quick disconnect side, and I don't ever have to climb up onto these chairs again. Yay. One chair down. I guess I'll just move this guy over here for now. Woo, look at this floor, y'all. Look at this floor. Let me unplug so we don't get no zappage going on around here. We don't need the zappage. Zappage is not good. Can I get to it from here? Oh, yay. I feel like I'm in the Air Force all over again. This is how I spent most of my life in the Air Force. Laying down in awkward positions. My back hurt. I ain't got no business being down here like this, but I gotta do what I gotta do. Where are the? I can't see. I feel you, but I can't see you. Ah, there you are. There's one. Where are you at? There's two. All right. Oh, Lord Jesus. Ah. Okay. Whew. Yeah. We got some straightening out to do here. Whew. Chair number 2 is out. Ooh, that was loud. Sorry about that, y'all. Let me get this plugged back in. Just make sure we got a good charge there. Okay. Okay, what's next? I gotta figure out how I'm going to well, actually I could do this. Can I get you out? Or are you telling you, y'all? She was put together. She was put together. All right. So as you can see, this is the panel or the interior walls. And you can see that, let me turn this way. It's this polyfoam board that you can buy. It's like a huge sheet that you can buy at Lowe's for like 12 bucks. Well, when I bought it, it was like 12 bucks. And it took 2 of these to do the whole interior. So that's how her interior is made. Oh man, okay. Let me take you off. We'll put you right there for now. Let's get you over here. Matter of fact, what I should do is go ahead and unplug everything so I can get the beast out of here and out of my way. So let's do that now. Whew. Okay. All right. All righty then. Let's bring you out here, mama. Oh God, you heavy. Jesus. Okay. Y'all bear with me 1 second. All right. That's not up. I lost focus again. Hello, hi. There we go. I guess the thing loses me and then it just kind of stops. It's a gimbal that I'm using. That's how it's able to follow me around and such things. Okay, let's get you unplugged. Let's take you down. I need to get that out of the way. And now, here's the crazy part. See, this stuff that y'all don't see, but like I said, we going live on this one, so y'all get to see the pure ignorance that I go through to keep Coco going. And see, when you're dealing with a limited amount of space and a limited amount of money, you just figure it out, right? You don't sit here and cry about it. Oh, well, I don't have the space and I don't have this and I don't have that. Hey, the queen has arrived. So, now you see, hold on. You see this gap here? Now, I'm not that big, right? But that's a small space. And so when things happen, I have to go back here in this hole and it's just bad. It's just bad. Let me get that unplugged. And matter of fact, while I'm up here, I got cables everywhere. Hey, real quick, if y'all ever thinking about building one of these things, just know stress level. Stress level. Now, I commend, all the people out there that builds their own sims and are very good at cable management, wire management, all that good stuff. And when I first started building her, before she was like this, cable management, wire management was pristine. But then after a while, if it works, it works. I don't care how it look on the outside. You didn't see none of the wires on the inside, that's all that matters. All right. Now my speakers. See, that's another thing. See, I done forgot. I hot glued the surround sound onto my cardboard brackets. Cardboard. See? Even when I got a little bit of money, I still use cardboard. Why go spend more money when you don't have to, right? And plus, I wanted to keep the cardboard thing. Now, I wonder if, can I slide her now? Let me see. Woo! Ooh, Lord Jesus, I don't know if I want to slide her. Let's see if I can get her around a little bit. Just a little bit. No? No? Is she saying no? Are you saying no to me? Yep, she's saying no to me. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, Coco. Lord have mercy. Is this what you're going to do to me, huh? Yeah, okay. Let's get all this unplugged real quick. All right. I gotta. Oh, come on. Let's get that unplugged. Ugh. This is crazy. Okay. All right, cool. Trying to get my tape off because I've showed you before that how I have the front TV mounted, and it's pretty much just sitting on baseboards up front, and yeah, that's really about it. I need you to lean forward a little bit for me. I need you not to move though, but you're gonna try to move. Yep. Oh, I should have took the side off first. Okay, let's put this speaker on the ground real quick. Ugh. Now lean you forward. Just all right. Now stay there. Don't you move. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, Nina, you know how we was raised. Oh, that would have been perfect if I could have done that. But we living in a little bread box over here. And I mean, I had to break. Well, if she was going to be going into the garage, then that would have been a perfect thing, But since she is going upstairs, she's gonna have to get broken down. And plus, like, don't do that. Okay. Y'all give me 1 second. TV number 2 is coming out. Oh. Okay. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. Mic still on? Okay, I think it's still on. All right. Whew. Hold on 1 second. Stay put. You see my hand? There you go. There you go. Follow me. Follow me. All right. I need my screwdriver. Nina, did you ever were you ever yeah, I can't talk right now. Ever able to get that 3D printer up and running? I know the last time we talked about it, you was about ready to pack it up. Pack it up. Pack it up. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was just thinking about what you were saying, how I'm very creative. I'm always learning how to work with. I remember when we were growing up, how I used to make mom and dad so mad. because they buy me something. And the first thing I do is take that thing apart just to see how it works. And then cry when I can't put it back together. Yep. Oh man. I'm gonna have to figure out how to get up there when I get some time and help you get that thing together. Hey. We don't steal, remember? We don't steal. We don't steal. We acquire. You know? We acquire. It's different. You know? Stealing is illegal. We don't steal. But what's crazy is lyrics is just like me now. And I get mad, but then I'm like, I can't get mad at him because I'm literally seeing a mini version of me. That boy, I don't care what we buy. By the time we get to the house, he's already got it taken apart. I'm like, Lord have mercy, boy. Can you play with it for a little bit? At least have a little bit of fun with it. Make me feel like, I got at least my $5 worth. So I'm definitely not buying you nothing expensive, knowing what you do. Oh, God. Okay. All right. Why are we stuck? What's sticking? What's sticking? What's sticking? What's sticking? You got it? Okay. Oh. All right. Third and final TV is out. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get this moved over. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Yes. Mini batteries. Yeah. But I needed them though, I needed batteries. I couldn't tinker with what I needed to tinker with without batteries. I need them. It's just how it was. All right. So now, let me get these speakers. See, 3 of them are underneath. And how did I mean, I'll be doing, see what I'm saying? Like, I'll be doing stuff. Let me see. I don't want to mess up my thing. Okay, cool. There we go. There we go. That is number 2. Okay. Let's get these wires disconnected. Come on. Break free. I'm not getting rid of you. We're just relocating. Thank you. I want to be stingy with the stuff. All right. There's speaker number 2. Now, how do I want to go about doing this now? She's looking like, I guess what I can do next is I guess we can figure out how to break the sidewall down. Actually, you know what? Let's do this first. Let's get this floor. Let's get this floor. Oh, okay. There's one headset. There's two headsets. I'll put those there. Okay. Pull this fella out. Where's my screwdriver? I need to get. How did I put you in here? It was just that one screw. Little cup holder. I really feel like the hardest part of this whole thing is going to be, oh, my back hurts. Is that center console. Because underneath that center console, look, thank you. Underneath that center console, there's a lot of stuff going on underneath there. That's where the TPM, the carb heat, all the wires to my little multi-switch panel, the subwoofer is back there, the center speaker is back there, the trim wheel motor is back there, the motor driver for the trim wheel motor is back there. So there's a lot going on. So I got some masking tape when I get to that point to start taking that apart so I can label everything, because what I don't want to do is once we get Coco in her new home, start chasing wires down and trying to figure out what wire go to work. There's too many wires to be doing that. So we're not even gonna play them games. How did I do this? I even cut the wood. Oh Lord, have mercy. That's funny. Funny. Now, one thing I definitely want to do before I put her back together. Here, let me show y'all real quick. Stop looking at me. All right. So, it's dirty in here, y'all. All right, so you see that lip right there? And that lip right there. I actually want to take this and I want to make that level or flush. The reason why is because my chairs, I got the Copilot all the way against that side. But then the problem is when I'm sliding in and out, I'm actually not, you can't see it in the videos, but I'm not straight with the yoke. I'm actually kind of like, I'm coming in at an angle, right? It doesn't bother me too much when I'm flying, but by pushing those out flush will give me just enough room that I need to where I'm all the way up against each wall. And that gives me a couple inches of gap between the two chairs. And then that way that I'm center on the yoke. So I'm gonna be working on that on the next go around. Well, like I said, once we put her back together. So let's see here. Let me see something real quick, y'all. I hear people talking. Okay. There we go. All right. So now, I guess what I can do is start ripping up this floor. I'm gonna have to redo this floor anyway. I think I got enough. If not, I might end up going with something else for the floor, because this stuff is it doesn't like a lot of weight and rolling back and forth. It just tears up. So I'm gonna have to come up with some type of other material for the floor. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to have to disconnect you. I might still be able to get the floor out though. Okay. So let's do this here. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a different floor. I don't like this no more. Oh, the good old duct tape, y'all, has held on. It has held on. Okay. All right. This is, what is this? Junk. Junk. This is going in the trash. Yeah, ain't nobody messing with this stuff. That's all trash there. Hey, 42, what's up, man? Oh. All right, so time to pull out the subfloor. Who is that? Huh. Here we go. Where is my... What'd I do with you? Oh, there you are. I really need my gun. Y'all give me 1 second, okay? 1 second. Stay. I don't need you to see where I'm going. Stop. Thank you. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta come out here and get my battery. My battery's in my trailer. Oh, don't you hear the birds chirping? It's a beautiful day outside today. Just hot. Yeah, it's time to get the battery. How much battery I got left? Oh, yeah, we good. Be here all day trying to unscrew all these screws. 87 boxes of screws that I used on her. All right, we're back. All right, cool. Where's my gun at? Got the big boy. All right, let's get her broken down, shall we? All right. I'm gonna have to get a bag for all these screws. I screwed the mess out of this floor. You know, it's crazy. How you know, I think back when I first started building Coco, and the panel was just sitting on a keyboard stand, screwed in to a piece of plywood. That's all Coco was back then. And then, you know, I look at look at her now. It's like, man, 4 years of many transformations, but getting better and better as I go. That 3D printer changed the game. If you are ever serious about building a sim, you have to get a 3D printer. Like, it should be parts to build the sim and a 3D printer. Hands down. Hands down. Y'all hold on 1 second. Just start taking mine apart for you. Hey, I mean, you can pop, that's what's up for too. I mean, pop your head in and out whenever. It's as you can see. I mean, what I have left now, honestly, is really is just breaking the walls down. I'm gonna get the floor apart. I'm gonna get the ceiling out. And then I should be able to just get the walls. I should be able to just keep the side walls together as one unit. Looking at it, like I said, I don't have no blueprint to it, but I should be able to just get the walls out. And then all that's gonna be left is just the panel. Then I gotta break down the center console. I might try to keep the center console together, honestly, because I really don't want to rewire anything. I'm gonna see if I can actually keep that center console put together. I do, however, have to remove that big behind subwoofer that's sitting behind there and the center speaker. But if I can keep that all together back there, that would be amazing. So so we shall see. Oh, there we go. All right. What was I doing? Taking this floor out. So before I put the floor in, I just had an office chair that I was using for a while, and it was just on the floor. But one thing that I always noticed was the yokes were always, was sitting up more chest height, more than really, down at the hip area roughly. And so when I did, I think I built the floor during the annual. And that was a year ago. I think I did I think a year ago I did the annual. And that's when I came in and I put the floor in. Now the floor is not made of nothing really. It's just a bunch of wood stacked on top of each other. And that's something else that I'm going to have to address too when I go to put her back, because this 2x4 here that braces the bottom of the sim, when I screwed it in, I think it was kind of warped a little bit. So it's sitting a little higher than the other 2x4s. And so I've always had this hump issue. And so I was constantly trying to figure out how to smooth it out. So now that I'm gonna take this out, I'm either gonna replace I might either replace that board or figure something out, but that's gotta be flush all the way across. I want my floor to be completely flat. And what I might end up doing this, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Because I just got a bunch of 2x4s just stacked all the way across the bottom of this plywood. They're not even screwed together or nothing like that. I don't think. I just cut them the length and threw them in there. And honestly, I think that this is not even screwed in either. Let me see. Let me take that screw out. Don't think that she's screwed in either. Yeah, I definitely had some hubba bubba going on under here. Oh man, that's funny. It happens though. I appreciate that, Miguel. We found a new home. Found her a new home, so we gotta break her down. Gotta break her down. And that board was barely hanging on. What's that all about? Why is there no screw in there? Ooh, Coco, you didn't tell me that, baby. I didn't know you was falling apart. See? This is why annual inspections are so important, even in the sim world. Yeah, man, we're just moving down the road, about 15 minutes. That's it. Nothing too crazy, you know. All right. Oh, don't do that. No, we're here to stay. We are here to stay. All right, so here are my makeshift subflooring. A lot of subfloor. Oh, look at this. We even got ourselves a 2x12. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. We ain't gonna talk about these. We just gonna kind of slide these on somewhere. Ouch. All right, so that's that. This all comes off as something like a one piece, but it's really not. Oh, those are screwed in. I gotta take that off. Yeah. I'm gonna figure out a new way to do that. I don't like. So the back end of the floor, I don't know. I took this. It's like a rail that you use for like a trailer or like a garage or something, to where like you can hang things on. And I screwed that onto the back of the floor, so when I roll back, it's kind of used as a stop point, so I don't, do that number there. But I want to come up with something different for that. Hey, Miguel, man, I'm telling you, like I said in the beginning when I went live, man, when I put this sim together, I had no idea what I was doing. I took bits and pieces from, what I learned, and from, other simmers who I built. Like, for instance, my shell was inspired by On the Glide Slope. I kind of used his idea. I didn't use his schematics per se, but just the idea of, size and just kind of what it looks like. Because you looked at the beginning of my videos, the window frames, I actually built my window frames like a Cessna. So my A-pillars were straight up and down. But then if you actually looked at the TVs, you could see the A-pillars of the virtual sim, and that, on the bonanza, and they went up. And over time, I came back and I readjusted them to have that angle. But yeah, I don't know what I was doing when I put it together. I was just like, that looks about right. and I'm gonna roll with it. So, and it's kind of been like that throughout the whole process, man. Like in my mind, I'm like, this is what a bonanza looks like. Now I got to figure out how to make my sim look like the real bonanza without spending a whole lot of money. And that's pretty much how Coco came to life, man. It was just I just learned how to use what I had. Like my TPM, my very first TPM was handcrafted. So I went to Walmart and I bought a wooden dial, right? Like just a tubular wooden dial, about a foot long. And I chopped it into pieces, into 3 sections. I drilled a hole through it so that they could fit on top of a sliding potentiometer. And then I used to vape way back in the day. And so I took the caps off the juice bottles, and I had my daughter, because she's an artist, I had her paint each one, all 3 colors, the black, blue, and the red. And then I screwed those on to the top of, the end of the dial. So it still looked like I had a TPM. And that was the very first setup I had, man. Telling you, crazy stuff. And then of course over time, just networking with people and building strong relationships with other people in the community, man. I've had so much love and support going forward. The TPM, I was gifted that from a good buddy of mine. Larry, appreciate it, man. If you're watching. Shoot, so many other things was gifted to me, man. Let's see. The Shade Tree Sim, he was the one who actually he CAD'd me my bezel for my 750 650. I didn't know what I was when I first joined. I seen he had. I was like, man, that's kind of nice. So he actually made one specifically for my setup, and then he just sent the files over, and then I printed them out. Matter of fact, Larry also sent me the landing gear. I had a little landing gear that I had bought. It's a lock and pull landing gear. I actually sent that to 42. He has that one now. But Larry sent me that one, so I also have that. And then my good buddy Rob, before I built this beast of a PC I have now, I was running an old i5 4440 with like 16 gigs of DDR3 or 4 maybe, and I had a 2080 Super. Well, he was so kind, he sent me a bigger upgrade. I think it was like an i7 3770, I think. It was a little beefier. I mean, it wasn't crazy, but it gave me more power than what my old computer had. And I mean, he sent it on my way, man. So big up to you, Rob, as well. We got Dragon. He printed out my yokes for me. He printed them out and shipped them to me. And then the LED lights in the Aspen panel, the tactile LED lights. Captain Charles, shout out to you, my mans. He sent me those. What else? I feel like I'm missing somebody. I feel like I am missing somebody. It'll come to me if it does. But yeah, man, it's in a nutshell, man. Little by little. Ha, there he is. Welcome aboard, Captain Charles. Where's my gun at? I just had my gun. I get to talking, laying stuff down. Oh, this thing right. Matter of fact, you know what? Can I just rip this out? Because I'm gonna redo this anyway. No, actually, oop. I might have to take that off. Yeah, let me get that out of there. Get that out of there. Dang. That's a long screw. Is there a reason why I put a 3-inch screw in here? The world never know. Trash. Trash, 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 trash. I gotta get you off. I need you off. Yeah, we got to come up with a new idea because that ain't gonna work. I like that. It done got messy over the months. So you're trash. Oh. Screws, 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 and more screws. Yeah, Cass. Yeah, man. Going to a new home. Like I said, that's why I've been so quiet lately, man. Like, a lot of stuff just kind of happened very quickly. Things started moving very, very fast. And I just haven't had the opportunity and time to really get on and really chat it up with anybody and let everybody know. I mean, a couple people kind of knew what was going on. But for the most part, you know, just been busy. So I just decided to go live today and just kind of hang out with my peoples, break her down. But don't worry, she's going to our new home. She's not being sold. I'm not giving her away. Coco's here to stay. But man, I'm literally going through this thing piece by piece, trying to figure out how to dismantle her safely so that life will be a little bit easier for me when I get back on the other side. That way, like I said, bring y'all along so y'all can see what she looks like underneath everything. No, Coco didn't like me messing with her. I ain't care. But where was she at nighttime though, Fly Girl? Scratching on my door because nobody else wanted to show her no love at night. She fuss at me and snap at me all day, but then at nighttime, but she want to come and lay with me though, right? This one, same way. So her whole spirit just transferred over to the sim. What? Were you gonna do it, Nina? You know the routine. She scratch on your door first. You get to hollering at her. She go to Shauna's room. Then Shauna get to hollering at her. And then she go and stand in front of my door. And I could feel it. Like she stands in my door for like 30 seconds. As if like, I really don't want to scratch on this boy's door. But he's all I got. And then she'll do like this long, dramatic, like scratch down my door. And then I'll let her in. And then she'll jump on the bed and then snap at me. Like it's her bed now. What you talking about? What, for some cereal? I was too young. I didn't know how to make a bowl of cereal. Man. You was my big sister. That was your job. Your job was to take care of me. That's all I wanted was some cereal. Nothing else. Take you 2 seconds. Pour some cereal and some milk in a bowl and leave me alone. And then you wouldn't do it. Then I go and tell Mom. I could hear Mom. Nana, go and make that boy some cereal. Oh man, good times. Good times. All right. I guess now what I can do is let me get the ceiling out. Good times. Oh snap. Y'all, when I say I use screws, screws, duct tape, and cardboard is the only thing keeping Coco alive, boy. And probably about, I don't know, 20 miles worth of doorbell wire. Now, I will say to the up and coming sim builders, to make your life easier when it comes to using like Arduinos and things of that nature, doorbell wire, I've learned is the best wire to use. I mean, of course, you do DuPonts here and there depending on, you know, the situation, but doorbell wire is going to be your best friend. For one, you can bend it however you want to, right? Follow me. Are you following me? Follow me. Hey, see my face? You want to see? There you go. Doorbell wire. You can bend it however you want, right? And they fit perfectly into Arduino Megas, like the slots and things of that nature. Tight, nice, firm fit. Don't have no worries. You don't have to worry about a wire coming loose, because sometimes those DuPont wires are very squirmy and it may feel like it's in there, but next you know, you're trying to figure out why stuff is not working is because the connection at that DuPont is garbage. But doorbell wire, you can pick them up at Lowe's. Get a spool of red and white. You can see red and white all over the... Here, let me bring you over so I can show you real quick. Just stop for a second. Don't look at me. Stop. Do you not see my hand? Y'all, me and this gimbal. I'm telling you, stop. It wants to follow my face. I'm trying to tell it to stop. There we go. Now, roll. No. Go back. Y'all, when I say this is uncut, we are uncut. Okay, there we go. All right, so this wire right here, you can pick a roll of this stuff up. It comes just like this. It's kind of raveled together. But if you look at the ends, well, if it stops shaking, it's focus. It's perfect. I mean, it just works by the mile, man. I got this stuff by the mile. So just a little tip there for y'all if you haven't started using any. Doorbell wire. Yes. Duct tape. You got to have duct tape. All this duct tape has been here for 4 years, and she's been held together. Haven't moved. But now I'm going to have to dismantle the tape. Am I? I might not have to. So, I got a question for y'all. Now, I've been talking with Captain Charles about this. I don't know yet. He says, let him go. I say, I don't know if I'm ready yet. So, what was it? The last video I did. Was it the last video I did? I think it was the last video I did, where I was using the new camera setup and how it's kind of giving you like a first-person view in a sense, but in the co-pilot seat. A lot of people seem to have liked that versus my 3 GoPro setup. So my question to y'all is, as a unit, do I keep my 3 GoPros still? Or do I just let the whole 3 GoPro, 3 camera setup go and we just rock with the gimbal from now on? We're gonna talk about that. So I don't know. I kind of want to keep them, maybe for different types of extra footage. But then another side is like, everybody seems to really, really like the new one, so I might just go with that. I don't know. Y'all talk to me about it. Y'all let me know. All right. The roof has to come out. So, and the roof is screwed in. Where is my gun? That's what I'm kind of thinking. I don't know yet. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hang them up again. And but I'm gonna rock with the gimbal for now. But I'm gonna keep them there. We'll see. But at the same time, though, I will say this. I don't get as good of picture quality with the GoPros as I do with the gimbal. Now, the only reason why is that is because I'm using a third-party software to be able to send 3 GoPro signals through OBS. Because if you know about OBS, you're only allowed to use, well, OBS at a default only allows you to use 1 GoPro as a virtual camera. So with the software I use, it allows me to use multiple GoPros. Now, the thing about that is, I'm utilizing that software, which allows me to run 1080p at 60 frames on all 3 cameras through OBS. But now I'm utilizing more resources to not only sim, but record as well, or go live, right? Stream. Well, with the gimbal setup, I'm bypassing all of that. And so the video is coming straight from the phone. Now I'm still using OBS to record the audio, but that's it. So now I'm not utilizing a whole bunch of resources. You know what I'm saying? And so that allows me to now ante up my settings for the sim, for, you know, better visuals. So that's the only downside, because I have changed settings over and over and over again, trying to get that quality to look good. And I've gone back and I've looked at all of my videos, and there's only been a couple of them where the video was actually good. The rest of them was like, they all right, but it's just not as clean and crisp, you know. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. Well, for two, I can zoom the camera. The video is coming from the phone. I just had that zoomed in that way just to kind of have a little bit more closer effect. If you actually go back and look at that video, there was at one point where I actually had a wider angle because I was playing around with it. So I could definitely get the whole sim going on with the gimbal. And that was my first time using it too. So, you know, it was kind of a trial type of deal, you know. Wait, is that? Can I shift you now? Will you let me slide you down? Oh, you still being funny. Okay, that's fine. At least I got some more room to play with though. Let's see. This is, do I have you screwed in here? I do. I gotta get my gun. Ah. Yep. What's up, Larry? How you doing, my man? What I do with my gun? Have you decided which one you going with, Larry? Or shall I say which one you gonna just stick to get finished up first? That blind is horrible. All right. Do I have another one there too? Or is that just? Okay. Oh, the Cessna 210. That's a pretty bird. That is a pretty bird. You can be doing that with Microsoft, or you can be doing that with X-Plane. Oh, you know what? I was gonna make a video about this. But since I got y'all here, hear ye. Things have been going on over here in the CardboardSim community. And like I said, once again, a lot of things got pushed to the wayside with this move. CardboardSim, we doing big things out here. Why? Why what? I would like to present to all of my fellow viewers and family in the CardboardSim community. We have made it into the big leagues with Coco. What I have here is the February 2026 edition of the American Bonanza Society magazine. And if you turn to the very, very first page, you shall see, don't look at me, stay right there, stop, pause, stay, you don't see my face? No? Do my fingers got to be all the way together? Yes, no? Okay, anyway. I'm trying to get it to stop moving. Anyway, stop. Okay, that's the okay sign. Pause. 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 Pause it. Pause. Thank you. Jesus. we're gonna have a conversation after this video because you tripping. Anyway, so as you can see, page 40, CardboardSim, building a bonanza simulator on a budget. So if we turn to page 40, we are introduced with Coco, CardboardSim. And we got a not 1-2 page, but a 4-page fold. We made it. So I won't go into too much detail, but I'll just say this. Somebody got a hold of a few of my pictures, and they reached out to me and asked me, would I be willing to do an article for the magazine? I said, sure. So did the article, sent some pictures over, and there we go. We are in there. So big ups to Coco. We in the magazine, y'all. We in the magazine. So this is definitely monumental moment for the cardboard sim, or shall I say Coco. So yeah, made the magazine, y'all. Made the magazine. I got something else for y'all too, but I won't say nothing until it becomes a reality. I'll just say that. I don't want to jump the gun and say something and then it doesn't happen, right? But I do got something coming for y'all. Oh, it's coming. That's for sure. I'm thirsty. Y'all give me a second, all right? 1 second. Mm-hmm. 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 All right. Nope, I don't want to put that there. All right, I'm back with you. Sorry about that. I had to get a little bit of more go-go juice. Hey, why? Thank you. Lord have mercy. All right, so now it's time to drop the ceiling. Excuse me. And it's only really being held on by 2 screws. Are these? Oh, those are star bits. Star bits. And let me see something. Hold on. Y'all give me 1 second. I think my star bits are hey. Yep, I'm back. My bad, y'all. My bad. What thing going here? We are back. I had to go get my star bits. I think one of these work. Let me see. One of these should be what I need. If I remember correctly. Yep, that one's it right there. Oh. Probably gonna have to use this because that was actually now this right here was very a genius design that I did because I put these long, I think these are like 6-inch screws. Which allows me to adjust the overhead as I see fit. Now, they are actually, you know what I need to do? Kind of need to, because they're still in there. Yep, you're still. I'm gonna have to just keep screwing them out, I guess. Okay. All right. Okay. Are we loose enough to come down now? No, y'all still in there. Okay. Okay, that one's free now. There we go. And that, my friend, is the overhead panel. So, as you can see, the overhead panel is old Cool Master case, the top of it. I got the 4 fans. These 2 right here are my 2 lights, and then they're daisy chained together. I got all the fans running into this power supply here. I just had to make sure I had enough amperage to run them, which it does. And then I got it wired into my little button down there, into a 12 volt. And that's pretty much the overhead panel. So let me go put this over here. I thought, let me see. Oh, babe. Sorry, y'all give me a second. Let's sit over there in the corner. All right. What's next? What's next? Okay, so this guy here. Come on, follow me. Follow me. Follow me for more. Got me looking crazy. Hello. Clap on, clap off. Thank you. All right, so yeah, man, I cut that thing to perfection. Or I didn't put no screw in that side, did I? Oh, I didn't. Okay, good. So there's this one. And now the roof, technically, I got a couple screws in the roof I gotta take off. Let's see. I think I'm gonna wrap my roof this time. Cause right now it's just the plain foam. I'll be here in a second. I guess I gotta take you off too then. Cause you're screwed in. Oh. Oh. All right. Wait, never. Oh. I think you gotta come out. Yeah, you gotta come out too. Okay. Now I will warn you, when you're dealing with foam board, it gets messy. I just want to let you know that. It gets messy. Let's see. Who's still? Okay, there we go. Woo-hoo. Okay. There's my roof. Foamy and all. See? It's just foam. That's all it is. That's all it is. Foam. Oh, I need to take that GoPro out of there. Woo. Okay. There's that. Sim ain't got no roof. The sim ain't got no roof. All right. How do I want to do this here? How do I want to do this here? Don't be like me and build a sim without no blueprint. So I know I need to leave. I could leave. Should I take? I guess I could take the roof completely out. It is still gonna be held on by there. So we should still be all right there. Let me take that out. And grab this over. That should, yep, okay. That takes care of that. How did I do this? Wires. Wires. Do I have, I only got those two coming in from that point, right? Yeah. This is the fun stuff. This is the stuff they don't tell you about. Ouch. All right, I'm gonna have to, because you're about ready to come down now. I'm gonna have to hold you tight. Do I have, how many do I have in here? Ooh, only have that one? Okay. One it is. Yep. Okay. Can you bear the weight? No, I don't want to put you up there. Yeah, I don't want to put you up there. And you end up dropping. Don't move. Don't move. All right. There we go. Okay. So that's good. I like how that came off. Now, the question is, so I guess what I can do then is just pop. Well, actually, we're going to have to, how is this attached? That's all it's, well, I kind of want all this to be one piece anyway. So now you are attached to that. So this is going to have to come. We're going to have to unattach you from here. Yeah, this is going to have to, wait, actually. Oh. Yeah, you're going to have to become unattached here. Dagnabbit. How did I could always just put fresh duct tape. Y'all know how I roll with the duct tape. Oh, just be careful with the lights, though. Be careful with the light. Let's not mess up the light, Robbie. All right. before I start snagging too much of that. So I'm thinking, all right, follow me. So I am thinking, I just, well, pretty much at this point, if you look down this way, my goal is to try to keep the whole walls together, right? And then the panel is just going to be all by itself. So I'm thinking, connect from there and pretty much disconnect from the legs of the table, right? So it should be just 4 attachment points there, and the rest of this stays together. Now my only thing is I've beefed up my duct tape in that area there. So I'm gonna have to kind of play around with it to see where, because the glare shield kind of rolls down, and then I kind of attached it here as one piece, and I did it on the same on this side. So that's gonna be my only thingamabobber, but I should be fine. So that's what I'm about to start working on. If I could get these walls off in one piece, then for the most part, she's pretty much taken apart, honestly. You know what I'm saying? Don't turn this way. Look at me. Why don't you want my okay? You don't like my, well, you want to throw the blood sign up? I mean, Crip sign, what we doing? I don't know why that thing is acting like it don't recognize my hand gestures. Oh man. All right. What am I doing? I need something to drink. So anybody that's watching that has a sim built, have you ever thought about what would happen if you had to take your sim down? Would you be able to do what I'm doing? And would you be able to take it down in pieces to where you can actually put it back together? I would like to know. I really would like to know. Am I the only one who built the sim just off of just visualization, no blueprints, and can take it down and put it back together? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, what you doing? What are you doing? That's what we're not about to do. That's what we're not about to do. I gotta redo those too anyway. Ugh. Oh, you couldn't? All right. Here's another panel. This is my kick panel, as you can see. More of that foam board wrapped in black material, and just use some spray adhesive to wrap it. Well, that's definitely a good approach. 4-2. See, you know, at one point when I was building my panel, I kind of wanted to have in my mind, I had an idea of you know, being able to swap out, you know, the panels for different aircraft. But the VTEL just was kind of like, even when I do fly other aircraft, and I do tinker with other aircraft from time to time. I mean, obviously, I don't really, record that. That's just kind of a, just hanging out in the sim by myself a little bit. But there's just no other aircraft that I enjoy flying more than the VTEL. So it's just, if it's not VTEL related, I don't want to say I could care less. It's just more of, I prefer this setup to be the V. Now, maybe down the road, I might decide to venture off and build another sim. Then what I might probably do is I'll probably build it in a sense to where it'll be almost like a Frankenpit almost, you know what I'm saying? Will this thing lock in? See? Okay, thank you. It'll be like a Frankenpit, but not a Frankenpit, right? I got some ideas. I'll just say that. If I were to ever build another one, I got ideas for the next one. I shall say. There will be another sim built. I just don't know when. But we are definitely going to build another one. And no, Coco is not going anywhere either. Coco is here to stay. I gotta get these wires out of my way. All right, so let's pop you out. Why is this here? I don't know. Oh, Lord. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's right. I put that board back there, too. Did I put screws in the back? I did. So I can actually leave you intact and just take you off. I would rather be using an impact gun versus this big torque gun, but unfortunately I smoked my my impact last year, and I just never really got around to buying another one because this thing is getting heavy. After a while, it just gets. All right, so this guy, I got to make sure I'm not. You feel like you were ready to come loose on me. Woo! Last time I moved, I had this crazy idea of making my cockpit somehow modular to allow me to change the main components easily, and now I feel lucky for that. The first time that I had to disassemble the whole thing, oh boy, that was a long way. Well, this is the first time this sim has ever been broken down in the last 4 years it's been put together. So I'm gonna be honest with you, it's actually going a lot smoother than I thought it would be. But I haven't really got to the nitty-gritty yet. The nitty-gritty is this panel, because this is where all the wires and Arduinos and all that stuff is hooked up. So I want to make sure that this thing can come out in one piece alive. Because Lord have mercy, the thought of having to rewire this whole thing again. I've already done it like 3 times since I've had the sim. I'm really not in the mood to do it, but the more and more I'm breaking this thing down, I'm looking at all the wires. I might just end up, I'm not saying redo it, but definitely tighten up, because like I said, with the limited amount of space that I've had, anytime I added something new, it was already in a weird position, right? And I didn't have a lot of space. So instead of trying to cut the wire and make it all nice and neat, hey, I just cut some wire as long as I knew it was long enough to reach with. There's a lot of wire back here that's way too long for some of this stuff. But like I said, it got to a point where like I'm tired of being balled up like a pretzel trying to cable manage this thing. And just so over time, it got kind of messy in the back. Which, like I said, I didn't really care. I know there's a lot of people. Okay, hold on. Let's put you in time. I don't like that. I need support on that one, because I don't have support on that one. Yep. See, I found a flaw. All right, so the flaw is I had no vertical support on the front end. Yeah. So when this comes off, that's what I should have done. And then that means I'm going to have to go out here and cut some wood, and I don't want to do that. So I got to, yeah. Well, what I can do for the time being to keep this happy is I can take one of these fellas here, and we're just going to, I need a longer one though. I don't need a long one, I just need a long one. And that means I'm probably gonna have to do it on this side too, ain't I? Yep. So what we're going to do is, it's not perfect, but at least it holds you in place for now. Sorry about the noise, y'all. No, I can remove the side panel. The problem, here, I'll show you. I'll show you what's going on here. So like I said, when I first built this sim, I had no blueprint. I was just putting stuff together, and whatever made sense to me, right? Why are you? Okay, there we go. All right, so as you can see, the back side here has a vertical support beam, right? Well, in the front here, the side braces were just screwed in to the panel, to the legs here and the panel, but I had no vertical support. So when I went to unscrew the side panel, you know, the wall, this front side drooped down because there was nothing there to support it. So I just put a brace there. I'm gonna have to do it on the other side, and that'll stop that from doing what it does, right? So now if I can just get the good old, there we go. So that's all it was. Simple fix. We should be good now. So I should be able to now take this thing completely out as one unit, other than figuring out what to do with the panel. Ooh, I thought I had that set up too. Don't I have some scissors around here? I thought I had some scissors. If not, I can use... Okay, I'll get that here in a second then, I guess. My bad. Can you catch me all the way back here? Probably not. No. There we go. All right, let me see if I can get this guy loose now. You know, if I was a smart guy, I would move this table out of my way. But I'm not that smart though. So I'd rather fight with it. Right? Because that's what we do. So now, all of that is... Where's my razor blade at? Now, hopefully, because like I said, I'm not that smart, and I have a tendency of hurting myself. And my wife always picks on me. She always telling me that she ain't gonna let me leave the house without like my bear suit and my helmet, right? Because every time I come home, I'm bleeding. Cause I done hurt myself somehow or another. Hey. Not y'all. I'm trying to talk to the AI camera here. I didn't say take a picture. I did not say take a picture. Thank you. I'm telling you, it got me looking stupid. I'm like, so there's hand gestures. So like if you put your hand up, right? You put your hand up, the AI says, all right, you don't want me to track you no more. So you put your hand up, it stops. Then you give it the OK symbol, and it's supposed to green back up and starts tracking you again. But for whatever reason, this joker here got me out here looking crazy. Like I'm just out here doing sign language to y'all, right? Like I promise you, I'm not gang affiliated. Right, man, it's crazy. All right, so who else is connected? I stay hurting myself. And what's crazy is I don't even really be knowing I be hurting myself. That's the crazy part. Like the other day, we was somewhere. We was at the grocery store. I'm trying to figure out why my hand was so sticky all of a sudden. I looked down. I had probably been bleeding for like 5-10 minutes and didn't even know it. I just walked in the store. It's just crazy. I remember when me and my wife, we first got married, and I literally all I did was reach into the closet. Like literally, I opened the closet door, I reached into the closet, and when I brought my arm out, I had a big chunk. Matter of fact, I'll show you. Right here on my arm. I don't know if you can see that, but that black mark, that used to be all the same color. All that was missing, like it was just a big chunk of skin gone. How? How did that even happen? I don't know. I'm accident prone for whatever reason. think they're trying to take me out. They don't want to see me successful. That's what it is. They don't see CardboardSim shine. They don't like it. They don't like it. They ain't gotta like it. They gonna have to love it though. They gonna have to respect it. There we go. Cause we here. Hit you with the okay from a distance. Ah, there we go. Ah, yeah, gotcha. All right, sis, love you. Enjoyed your company. I will forever shine my light. That's all I know how to do. Enjoy your day. I will catch you on the next one. All right, is she ready to be? What? I'm trying to figure out why you are not screwed in like you supposed. No, we'll deal with that later. Let's see if I can. Who is still in? Am I missing something? What am I missing? Did you go all the way? You shouldn't have gone all the way through. No, you didn't go all the way through. So who's holding you hostage right now? Nobody should be holding you hostage right now. You should be a free board. Those are all. Man, I'm telling you, it's gotta be, man. They don't want to see us do what we do. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out different ways to green light, red light, green light, boom, gotcha. You're still connected to something, and I don't know what. You're unattached there, but you're still acting confused down here. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. I thought I snatched all these screws out. Do I have? Is there something else that I'm not seeing? Why are we? That's all unattached. That's unattached. So why are we still acting attached over here? Do I have a screw on the back end somewhere that I don't know about? That's probably what it is. Because for whatever reason, like I said, I'm not too smart. And I'll be just popping screws everywhere to make sure that she didn't come tumbling down on me in the middle of a flight. Now see, there's a screw there, but that's not. Oh, what are we doing here? What's the? Okay, let's get you out of the way. Ouch, that hurts. All right, let's go ahead and get rudder pedals out of my way so I can see what I'm working with here. Because for whatever reason, this chick right here is acting like she don't want. Am I missing something? I'm so confused. Oh, so confused. I don't get it. So as far as I know, she's still attached to something, but what are you attached to? Come on. Work with me here. Work with me. There is a screw down there somewhere, and I can't, for the life of me, see where it's at. I don't see it. I see that screw, but I don't think that has anything to do with the other. Those screws are in there. Let me take you off then and see if here what's holding back. I don't think it is though. I think that was just holding the carpet in place. That's not. No bueno, no bueno. Yeah. Man. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, y'all. But I don't. What's getting me is the fact that I don't see the screw. There's 3 screws right here that I already took out. Right? There's nothing on the inside. I got 2 screws on the back, but that's holding that on the leg post. Oh. So what are we doing here? Like something is still in there that I don't see. I'm not seeing. I see the 2 screws there. And those are going straight into that post. So who in the world is holding you back? The fun stuff. What? Oh, you talking about this back here? Well, I know that one's still holding. I was using that one to keep me from this thing falling on me. Right now, I'm having an issue with the front or the back, shall I say? There was 3 screws, so I got a leg. Here, I'll show you. Make sure my camera. I'm gonna have to probably plug. No, well, yeah, I'll plug it in a second. So there was 3 holes. Let me get the gimbal right. All right. So you see the 2 holes was keeping this attached to this, and then that back one there is holding that back brace. So there's nothing there. But for whatever reason, she's acting like she don't want to move. I tell you. Let me grab a flat tip and see if maybe she's been glued together for so long. She just kind of, she just needed a little. I need to separate her a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here we are right here. Let's see if I can. I don't think that oh, okay, that's a leg post. We don't want to do that. Let me give her a little love tap on her leg and see if she's still attached to something. There's another thing in there somewhere, and I gotta find it. Oh, that's the crazy part because I don't see anything, man. I see absolutely nothing. Unless let me get to the light down there. don't see nothing. She should be able to come right out. So maybe I'm just tripping. And maybe I'm just being too gentle, you know? Maybe I'm being too gentle. Let me take these two back screws out. Maybe I'm tripping. Let's see. Now, I got these two screws in here, I think. Yeah, y'all gotta come out. Okay. Now, what I want to do is put y'all back in there, these ones. Because I don't need y'all to be doing what you're doing now. Dang it. Oh. Y'all. This is what they don't tell you. That's what I should have named the video. What they don't tell you. Because I'm burning up. It's hot. And I'm fighting this thing. And this gimbal. Daggone AI is not AI in today like it's supposed to. There is something that is holding this thing back. And I, for the life of me, can't seem to figure out what it is that's holding it back. I see absolutely. Oh, I see what it is. All right. So, all right. So this is what's happening. I think it was during the SIM annual. And I was trying to figure out a way to make life a little easier for me. That if I ever had to work on her, you know, I can move her a little better. And so what I did was I placed those little sliders, you know, like this move furniture and stuff, where I placed them on all four corners. I forgot I did that. Well, what's happening is the wood, the adhesive on those things is sticking to that. So that's why she's not moving. That's why she's not moving. So I gotta get her pried up. What I just do with my flat tip. There it is. Ugh. Yep, that's what it is. Anyway, I can lift you up. I gotta get. I gotta get you up somehow so I can get my finger out of there without hurting myself. And then, oops. Let's see. I gotta be able to peel you off. Yep. That's why though. Where is? Ouch! Where's the other screwdriver? Did I just have a screwdriver? Yep, that's what it was. Let's see if that broke her free finally. Oh, she's still being stubborn. She's still being stubborn, y'all. Yep, she's still being a little stubborn. Yeah. Oh boy. Let's see. Let's see what we got going on now. Why she wanna play with me? Why you want? Oh, don't do that. Don't you do that. My hair is in my way. Get off my face. Man, this stuff is, that's some good adhesive. I'll tell you that. Look, there, I think there she go. I think that was it. Let's see. Let's see. No? Man, she is hanging on. Y'all, she is really, really hanging on. I'm hoping it's not this bad on the other side. Because that's going to suck. That's really, really, really going to suck. Oh. I need you to stay still. What I don't want you to do is what I'm thinking you're going to try to do once you finally break free. Hey, y'all don't laugh at how I'm doing this here. All right. Ha-ha. And there she goes. Oh, I'm hitting my head. Okay. Yes. We made it. We made it. All right. There we go. All right. So just to show y'all, first one is out. See, that's what I was saying. I had to put that one there because I had nothing to brace this front. So, but we're good. We're good. Now, just to show y'all the disastrousness of what's going on back here. Just a god-awful mess. But I know what I'm looking at. Y'all may not know what y'all looking at. So, on to the next. Because what we're not about to do is and I need to I need some tape. I need some tape because that is sagging and I don't like that. Why? My bad, y'all. I mean, have y'all looking at the wall and stuff. There we go. Where? What I do with my? I'm looking for my tape. Where did my tape go? Where did my tape go? I'm looking for my tape. Where did my tape go? I do not know. Yeah, man. Hey, look. After about the second or third attempt of cable management, I gave up. I did. I am not afraid to be honest. I gave up. I just didn't care. I really don't. The sim worked perfectly fine. Why does it, this is one thing that always bothers me. Let me get a little closer. We can talk for a second. It always bothers me when you're in these Facebook groups, right? Or you're making your YouTube videos. And here you are trying to show the community, hey, this is what I built. This is what I'm doing. Here's my upgrades. Yada, 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 right? And out of all of the beautiful work that you have done with your sim, you get those 2 or 3 people, and all they're concerned about is cable management. Why does it matter? Why? So let me get this straight. If I look at your sim, which is probably not a fully enclosed, fully functional sim anyway, you probably got a desktop setup with a few wires, maybe one little panel that you 3D printed, a couple little encoders and some buttons, and it's nice and neat, tucked away, and you say, hey, look at this. Oh, and look at my cable management. You haven't done this. It's only going to stay neat for so long. And especially if you have a bunch of stuff running. Look, there's only a few people I've seen throughout the community that does like airliners, right? And their cable management is pretty solid, especially the overhead panels, because that's a lot going on. It's just a lot. But it just amazes me how people are so anal about cable management. Why does it matter? It's on the outside. We're not on the outside. We're looking on the inside. That's my rant. I'm gonna keep breaking this thing down. It's just one of those things, you know? Yeah, I'm not about to stress myself over the wire. Like I said, after the second or third attempt, and it still got cuckoo on me, then it's hey, what you see is what you get. The crazy part is, if I never showed y'all that, you would never know that my cable management was even messed up in the beginning. You would look at the sim and be like, oh man, that's a nice sim. That's all you need to know, right? But see, I like to be transparent because I want people to understand that sometimes in this world that we live in, it gets messy. It gets like, now you saw when it's put together. You try running wires with the limited amount of space and make it neat. Not happening. Not happening. You'll spend more time trying to make this thing neat than just flying. So, all right. So now, I guess what I'm gonna do is, oh, there goes that one. She broke. I knew she was about to give out anyway. All those got to get fixed. That's what I was saying as far as my when I 3D printed these things, I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know nothing about infill at the time. I just started printing. So all of these stress points was all printed at 20% infill. They couldn't handle the tension. And I knew that one was loose, and she just broke on me just now. But this one ain't hooked up anyway. That one's just there for show. I'm eventually going to I really want to replace these rudder pedals altogether. I mean, they've been holding up for me fine, you know, but it's time for an upgrade. But that probably won't be until later on in the year because the season's about to open up and I ain't gonna have time to really do all that fancy stuff. I'm just gonna have enough time just to get in and fly. Okay, now I guess I can, well, honestly, what I really would like to do is, let me get this out of the way. How are we doing on time? It is 3:49. Ooh, Lord, time is moving. Really? Man, I gave up caring, man. Like I said, I really just gave up caring about just wires, and I'm like, shoot, if it works, it works. I'm cool with it. Let's unplug you. What is this? Let's unplug you. Can I finally get you to slide over for me for a little bit? Or are you gonna start falling apart on me? I really would like to have a little bit more room back there, sweetheart. If you would let me. So you want to just stay there? Because I'll leave you there. That's fine too. All right. Sounds like a wiener. Sounds like a wiener. So now what can I do? Let's disconnect the yokes, I guess. Let's go ahead and do that. And in order to do that, I am going to need a screwdriver, which is down here. Ugh. Nope, I need my other one. Well, that hurt. Dang. I really put those in there, didn't I? Actually, you know what? Yeah, y'all gotta come off. That's right. Y'all have to come off. Let me, I gotta let's rotate y'all that way. And then we can rotate the belt off. There we go. Now that's free. Now, why are you so tight all of a sudden? I don't ever remember you being that tight. Weird. Let's get you out of the way there. Kind of want to. Yeah, this is where the fun stuff begins, really. I need some tape. Where did my whatchamacall go? Hey, I thought I had just sitting right here, but I don't see it. All right, so let's. Oh, real quick. Hey, Captain Charles. I don't know if did I show you this? This was that doohickey I was telling you about. To you can route your GPU on the outside of your case. So you just plug it into your motherboard there, and then hook your GPU up right there. And this is how long is this one? This is a 300 millimeter. So for whatever reason you don't feel like buying a whole new case to fit your GPU in, just pick up one of these and just hook your GPU onto that one. And then you can just screw the bracket somewhere where it's stable. And you gotta worry about it. All right, I don't know what happened to my spool of tape. I had it. Is it under one of my chairs? So I like to tuck stuff under my chairs sometimes. But I'm not seeing it. Not right this second. Okay, that's fine. We'll find it. All right, let me I need to get you. Oh, this is what happens when they throw you off. Yes, sir. Now I need my Allen wrenches. I need my Allen wrenches so that, and I normally kept all my Allen wrenches together, such as a time like now. There's one. Probably have to find another one. Is this the one right here for these boogers? No, that one's too small. I'm trying to loosen up the pillow blocks and the pulley so I can remove the yokes. But for some odd reason, we are missing all my stuff. Like I said, I didn't come prepared for this. I just turned the camera on and went live. So I do apologize, but this is, hey, what you see is what you get, right? I ain't here trying to make things perfect because doing this here is not perfect. There's nothing perfect about it. So, let's see. That's definitely not. Here's my nice little switch that I never got to use. I'll figure out where to put that switch eventually. I know that Allen wrench is too big. Where is? Are these gonna be too big for? Actually, these might be too small. Trying to find the right tools. Did I put them? Let me check this bag here. Oh, no. Dag nabbit. You would do that, wouldn't you? Knocked, the truck fell off the thing and knocked my drink over. My good drink. Captain Charles, my good drink is gone. Now I want to ball up and go into the corner. Not my good drink. Y'all give me a second. All right. I gotta find my, I don't know where my tape is at. It'll come up. I need, that's what I'm talking about. Oh, it's refreshing. It's refreshing. All right, y'all give me 1 second, y'all. I gotta go find my Allen wrenches. Oh, that's what I was looking at. I was trying to look in my bag before my stuff got knocked over. Let me see if I put it in here. Maybe I might have. No, nothing. Nope, nothing in there. Dang. I don't think that I could use, I have these fellas here. Let me go outside real quick. Y'all give me 1 second. I gotta go to my toolbox. Give me 1 second. I can still talk to y'all though. Y'all should still be able to hear me. I hope so. I'm not that far away. Oh man. Let's see what. All right, there's an Allen wrench there. Where's my little Allen wrench thingy though that goes with all of the little, you know what? Instead of doing all this, how about we just come back inside with it? How about that? That would make the most sense, right? That would only make sense. Keep walking back out here, and y'all don't get to see my pretty face. I know that's what y'all want to see. Y'all just want to see my pretty face. Hey, Mr. Lizard, I see you. Don't you try to come in this house now. Don't you do it. It can be a bad day for you. That's all I'm saying. Stay out there so you can live to see another day. You come in here, and you're going to meet your maker. Quick, fast, and in a hurry. All right, so is this one too small? This one looks like it's too small. Yep, that one is too small for that one. So now, well, this is starting to suck because, wait a minute, we might be on to something here. We might be on to something here. Let's see something. Let's go with this guy. Can I get you in there? Okay. So you seem to have did your thing there. Let's rotate you this way. Now my next question is, can I put this in here or is this gonna be too small? Yeah, it's too small. Maybe this one's actually too small. Let's go with this one. And now you are, I need to build me a sim bag. I thought I built me a sim bag before. I guess I didn't, you know? I used to have all my stuff together. I really did. Now, it seems as if I ain't got none of this messed together. And that's not fun. Because I'm losing daylight. I gotta have this. Because if push comes to shove, this whole yoke system just gonna stay in place. And I ain't about to play with it. I ain't got time to be doing this. I got other stuff I gotta do. So Coco, the yokes are you just gonna have to hold on. So let me break this down. Let's turn that off. Let's disconnect you. What is this and where are you coming from? Oh, we losing stuff. Okay, let's disconnect you. Let's put you there. Let's put you there. That is something that I need. All right, so y'all, I'm gonna try this. Let me get this plugged in before this thing dies on me. Oh yeah, we gotta get you plugged in. Okay. Ooh, almost lost y'all. All right. You know, I was about to say something about this thing, but I'm not gonna do it. There we go. All right. So something that I was going to do, but I think I'm going to try to hold off. I'm going to see if I can. At this point, what I would like to do at this point is just get the left wall off. I'm going to have to disconnect the fuel select switch. There's just no way around that. I'm going to have to disconnect that. But I'm going to disconnect it from the Arduino side. Yeah. I'll connect it from, or disconnect it from the Arduino side. And then once the left side is disconnected, I'm going to attempt to keep the center console attached. It scares me because the center console is only held on by 3 screws. I bought the masking tape because I was thinking what I was going to do was disconnect the center console and then label all the wires, you know, for all the TPM and all that stuff. But I'm losing daylight, and I got to get her loaded. So we're gonna try to get this left wall off, and then I'm gonna finish removing the rudder pedals for the pilot side. remove the subwoofer from underneath, get all that out of there, and then I'm going to have to somehow get all the wires to kind of huddle together for the move. I'm only like 15 minutes up the road from here, so it's not that far of a move. We might be all right. We might be all right. We'll see how it goes. So let's do that. So I need my gun. Let's see if we can get this left wall off. So with this one, let's do this here. Let's pop these guys off first. That one. See, that's the thing, because well, that was real stupid of me. Well, it wasn't stupid at the time because the way I built it. So that bottom brace, right? Can I hit you from the alley-oop way back here? No? You can't see that far? You're tripping. Anyway, so that bottom brace back here, I screwed that in first, and then I screwed in this side brace that goes all the way to the front. So I got to take that off first before I can get to the screws in that. But I can't get to the screws in that because now I got to loosen up the ones in the front. It's just weird stuff. Weird stuff. And I don't know why, for the life of me, I can't get her to shift now. We should be at a place to move her fairly well. But for whatever reason, okay. I don't need a whole lot. I just need a little bit. You give me a little bit, I can do a whole lot. Okay. So now, what's this right here? Oh, that's that right there. So we're good with that. Okay. Now, let's get these. I don't think at this point, well, I hope I didn't, shall I say, put one of those slider pads in this corner. I hope I didn't, because that would make my life so much easier. Let's pop these 3 screws out. All right, let's see what we're working with here now. See what problems I have with this one. Let's see. Oh, I forgot. I forgot to do the top ones. I think this is a cedar board. I done put cedar on her too. What? She got the good wood. Oh, hold on. Almost messed up. I was about to do the same thing I did to myself on the other side. I need that brace. Let's see if this one, I don't think this is gonna be long enough either. Let me see. I think that's one that I tried to use earlier. No, wait, hold on. I just need a little bite. Okay. That might do it. That might do it. Okay. So let's pop a screw right here. Pop a screw. Like Papa Smurf, get it? Pop a screw. I gotta learn how to laugh sometimes, people. Lord have mercy. So serious. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Let's get you started first. Oh boy, here we go. I already got a feeling you about to split. I just need you long enough for the. I just need you long enough for the ride. That's all. And I got a feeling you about to do exactly what I said you're gonna do. I'm gonna do it anyway. There's one screw. Will there be another? I need another screw. Another screw. There we go. Put you at the bottom. Put you at the. Hey, look at me. Gang sign. Bam. Gotcha. Got him. All right, cool. Now let's get you locked in. This is very difficult. I'm not a left-handed person. Okay. Now you're locked in. Are you going on the top? I knew you was going to do that. Of course. Now I got to bring you down because you're too high. Sorry, y'all. Didn't mean for that to be that loud. But she had to dig a little bit. All right. My bad. My bad. My bad. Who else are we? This is some flimsy vibe right here. That is some flimsy. Ooh. Why aren't you as sturdy? Yeah, I don't like that. We have to fix that. Let me see. Who else is in there? Okay. You are disconnected. Now, let's see what type of a problem child this one is. Where are you there? away from this hole for a second. What we got going on? So the panel will stay together and move as one piece. Yes, that is my goal for two. Once I get this left wall taken apart, at this point, once I remove the rudder pedals and the sound system, the subwoofer from behind that, my goal is to move this whole panel. I lost you for a second. There you go. My goal is to have the whole panel as one unit. So left wall, right wall, ceiling, panel. Done. That's all I want to do. I'm not trying to break this thing all the way down. It's just too many components, too many moving parts. You start snatching this off, start snatching that off, and then it becomes a problem. And we are not trying to have those problems. So now this fella here, I'm gonna have to disconnect because that's my speaker. Which one you go to? You go to. Wait, hold on. Where is this? Where is this going to? This cable. Oh, okay. Disconnect you from that. Okay. So all right. You are disconnected. Did I do the same thing over here too? Please tell me I didn't. I hope I didn't. I have a feeling that I did, but I hope I didn't. I really, really, really hope I didn't. I'm thinking I got one of them things stuck down here again. Yep, I sure did. Dag nabbit, Roddy. Why would you do that? How about we don't do that again? How about we leave those things alone? Okay. I feel a little bit of looseness. Now, my next question is, okay. Oh, well, of course you did. Okay. There we go. The sound module for the surround sound is out. Now these yellow wires are to my fuel select switch. Now, do I want to disconnect? I might disconnect you from that. Let's see. Let's move you over here for now. All right. I gotta get Okay, let's be careful here, Robbie, because this, we're trying not to. We're trying not to disturb the piece. No, this one. Try not to, at least. Ugh. But I got a feeling the piece will have to be disturbed. Okay. Yeah. Don't ever use these things, y'all. This is probably just the dumbest thing I've ever done on this whole sim in 4 years. This is real stupid. Trying to get that to break. This stuff is, man, this stuff is like, what do you call them things? Like those roach and rat catchers? Man, this stuff is sticky. Man, it's not letting this wood go. Oh boy, I make myself laugh too many times. Okay. But I need you not to fall on me. I don't think you're gonna go anywhere because you're still connected there. This is by far this is the hardest part right here, y'all. I should have just left it alone. It's not like she was sliding anyway when I needed to move her. But yeah, we're having the same problem again. This stupid pad. Yep. That's the problem. There we go. Okay, now I think we are. How is this going to work? I guess I'm going to have to slide you this way, but, big but, I have to, I got to cut you loose over there. Ah. Uh-oh, we are running low on go-go juice. So let's I need I know I have another one. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to find my whatchamacallit cable so I can continue to talk to y'all. Well, I mean, the live stream is good. Okay, there's that. It's just that my other phone that I'm using to look at the chat is slowly dying. Let's just get that cable hooked in there. Oh, and of course we don't have no power to that, so I gotta plug you back in. So let's get the big guy and give you some power. Nothing should turn on or move. There we go. All right, cool. Now, where were we? Gang size. I guess I gotta say gang size for her to understand what I'm trying to do. All right. So I just need to, oh, you know what? This is gonna have to come loose. Yep. This is gonna have to come loose. Because that's attached to that. And I don't want to unattach that. So let's, oh, you're gonna make me do all of that? Are you serious? Or are you gonna let me just pull you out? Everybody else seems to be doing just fine. Why do you want to be the tag plastic? Look, come on, just get out. Thank you. All right, cool. So that goes with that. Just trying to finish up this last little piece, and then I can disconnect this wall. And then we are pretty much out of here, minus a couple more things. Yeah, because all of that is attached to each other. That's disconnected from each other. So who's holding on here? That needs not to be. Okay. Oop. Okay, so that goes to that. That goes to that. What are we missing here? So that's all. But I kind of want you. No. So we kind of have the same problem now on this side. It's not really a problem, but gang signs. I thought you liked the gang signs. Gang sign. CardboardSim. All right, let me stop. So, like I said, I taped the mess out of these corners. And I'm gonna have to I just don't want to cut my light because I know my light is up there. We have a lot of tape. A lot of tape. A lot of tape. All right, maybe if I can peel all this out, maybe it'll expose what I'm trying to do. Thank you. Okay. So I just need y'all to, as long as I'm not cutting there, then we should be fine. I just don't want to cut my light. That's the biggest thing. So we should be fine here. All right. Oh man, this has been a journey, yo. Just don't cut the wires. Whatever you do, don't cut the wires. Oh, don't cut yourself either, Robbie. Okay. Why? Why, oh why, oh why? So close yet so far. Well, my next question is, what are we hanging on to? There we go. All right. I think she is finally free. Let's wrap this around here. This has been a journey, y'all. My apologies on being quiet. I try to, I try to keep y'all entertained as much as I can. Then I get focused. I get focused. Now I gotta make sure that we clear this. Okay, that's cleared. All right, what are we hitting on? Ah. Oh, hold on a second. What we got going on here? What is this? And why are we? Wait a minute. What is this? What is this? Why do I have? Where are these wires coming from? Why are y'all? This is my. Yeah, do that. Don't play with me like that. And that's it. Second wall is out. Now I got to do something with this bottom one piece, which I can work on that. I can work on that later, but I still got to do something with y'all. That goes there. Well, I guess next step is these rudder pedals. Let's go ahead and get these guys out of here. problem is with that, I don't know. So this is what we're gonna do. Okay. I don't know which one goes to what. What I do know is this big guy definitely needs to come out of there. So let's go ahead and get him out. Ooh, we're almost at the finish line, y'all. Almost at the finish line. Just gotta figure out. So this is you. So you're connected to which guy? Where are you at? You're you. Okay. Okay. She a little dusty, but here's kind of what see, she broke on the inside. I redid that one. That one's kind of sloppy, but those are 3D printed Cessna yokes for the CH rudder pedals. Pretty much reuse all the hardware that comes with it, and all you're doing is adding on. And then you got your brake, and of course your rudder. So that's pretty much it with that. Yes, this is live, man. We are live. Been at it for a few hours, I guess, trying to break it down. Yeah. I got to get the big boy from back here, actually. What's the easiest way to approach that? Let me see. I can actually just go ahead and disconnect all of these. And I can just leave you in there for now. And the rest of this can come out. Just to keep y'all charged up. I can unplug you. Well, let's see if I can somehow manage to get this guy out of here without destroying anything or snatching wires, because it's so daggone big. Let's see if we can make this a success here, huh? Just keep on coming. Let's slide you out a little more. Okay. All right. Oh, what was that? Okay. I have to redo all this anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Oh, what we got here? Yep. Oh, snap, something just came loose. But I see what came loose, so that won't be a problem. Putting it back. Oh, I think this was for. Well, we're just gonna put these wires up here for now. I'm not gonna worry about that too much. Come on, get out of there. Hey. Okay. So, to show y'all the monstrous subwoofer that came with. This is the subwoofer that came with the surround sound that I bought. She's a beast. She is a beast. This is the Z906 series. Just a big old subwoofer. Hey, Yippers, how's it going? The purpose for disassembly is I'm moving. Had to relocate unexpectedly. So, that's the reason. But no worries. She's not going nowhere. She's not going nowhere. What? Wow. So this just gave out, right? Now I get to see what's inside one of these little USB chargers. Got a couple capacitors here. Obviously your USB port. Got a resistors in here as well. This is one of those cheap ones from one of them cheap phones. Just kind of just gave out all of a sudden. Fun stuff. Okay. All right. Well, y'all, I think that's pretty much it for the most part. She's pretty much disconnected. How much battery juice I got on this thing? I got a little bit of juice. Yeah, I got enough to walk y'all around real quick. All right, so this thing likes to move and all that good stuff. All right, so here is the panel by itself. And so what I'm planning on doing, like I said, the wires are crazy, I know, but we're not gonna talk about that. I'm probably gonna end up just cleaning this all up before I even start putting her back together. Since she's already disconnected, I might as well take the time. And plus where she's going and where she will be set up at, I'll have way more room to play with. So while she is down, I'm gonna do something with this for sure. But that's pretty much it, y'all. I'm just gonna kind of tidy up all the wires and, you know, figure out some way to just kind of keep them all together. And then we're just gonna load the whole panel up just like that. Let it be what it is. We have the left side, right side wall, and then we got the ceiling over there. TVs are in there. PC is right there. And of course, you know, we got my table with a bunch of other stuff, and yeah, a bunch of more cleaning up to do. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and let this be what it is. I got a few more things that I have to take care of. But the biggest thing was just getting Coco broke down, right? Gang signs, CardboardSim. There we go. Boom. There you go. Yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end this live, y'all. I appreciate all the ones that kind of sat with me through it. Listen to me gripe and fuss and grunt and see me break down Coco. But Give me like maybe a week or two, and we should be close to being back up and running. I'm thinking maybe a week. Once we finish. Well, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get her over there today, and maybe sometime over the course of the next few days, I might tinker on a little bit here and there. And I probably won't live stream that one. I'll probably just record bits and pieces as me bringing it back together. But yeah, that's it, y'all. So that's the disassembly of Coco on this video. Sir Mongo, how's it going? Yeah, Rich. I think the reassembly is gonna go a whole lot better. Now that I actually had it, because like I said, it's the first time she's ever been broken down since she's been built. For the most part, it went fairly well. A couple stupid mistakes that I made that I will not be doing again. But you live and you learn, right? So as long as the panel makes it over there successfully, life is gonna be gravy. Life is gonna be gravy. It's not gonna be hard to put it back together. Like I said, there's a few things that I noticed that I have to do. I gotta fix my rudder pedals for one. I'm gonna have to do something with that wire management this time around. I'm gonna have to do something with that. I just can't leave that like that. Especially now I'm gonna have the space to fix it. So that'll be worked on. Like I said, a couple other things that I noticed as I was taking it apart that I want to fix. All those things will be worked on in the rebuild of Coco. So I will bring y'all along for sure on that. So don't worry about that. That'll be there. So you want to learn a little bit about my force feedback setup? Okay. I can give you that quick rundown of that. How much battery I got left on my gimbal? I got a couple minutes. All right. So let's do it this way. Let's come around the back. Now I disconnected the motor because I thought I was going to. Anyway, so here's my roll motor. Here's my pitch. The pitch is just connected on another pulley here. Sorry, let me get my camera right here. So there's another pulley right there. So the motor runs the pitch, and I just have what's linear rails that this slide on. There's just a piece of plywood that I'm using that the roll motor and the system kind of works itself. I apologize, there's a mess up here. There's the control board right here for the motors. This is what talks to the sim through the software. That's the battery pack for that. It's got to be 12 supplied. Uh-oh. I think that just died. So I guess I'm going to be holding my phone. Give me a second. Let me get my phone. Oh, sorry about that. I thought I had a couple more minutes left, but the gimbal just died on me. Okay, let's just get this out real quick. Okay, cool. All right, now let's go back. So that's how that happens, right? So with my setup, as I was running a bonanza setup, so I wanted to make it as realistic as possible. This is my second go around and making a dual link yoke setup, and I kind of learned some stuff from it. So for starters, this piece right here, this chrome pipe, is, it kind of mimics, the single arm that the real bonanza comes out on, right? So it's got kind of a silver chrome appearance. Now, my first attempt at it, I was using drawer sliders to keep the yokes from, because if I didn't have the drawer sliders, it would roll on me, So I put drawer sliders that sat underneath each side to keep them straight. I have since, with this one, I 3D printed a block out that's just big enough with a firm fit inside of this pipe here, and then I screwed it in. That keeps this from turning, right? So that always stays straight. So that's what allows the pitch axis to do its thing. Now I don't want to move it too much because I got stuff everywhere, but you get the point there. So you can see it doesn't roll. It's solid. For the roll, so we got the roll motor here. Got the belt that comes off of that, hits the big pulley. This bar right here runs all the way through, so through the pulley, through this pillow block, and then on this same piece that I 3D printed, I cut a hole out, or I made a hole for it. It slides all the way through, comes all the way out through here, and right here is the end of it. So on the inside, I have chains. And if you look right here, you can see there's small chains and there's pulleys on these guys here on both sides. And this mimics the same side, right? So coming down here, I have two of the gears sandwiched together. So one controls that one controls that. So when I turn, they are, as you can see. And so with the motor connected, that's how I get my force feedback through the roll axis. So it's mechanical. And then the same thing with the pitch. The pitch is connected to that motor, and that's where I get my force feedback there. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what it is. Trying to think. And then this guy right here, that's for my butt kickers, which is pretty much transducers. They're not real butt kickers, but they produce a lot. Especially you get your settings right and turn that volume up. But that's what that is for. The next, and then here is my newest friend here. I know that's a screen. That's my old iPhone. I use that for my Aspen panel. So, and the buttons are backlit. Gauges are backlit. This gauge needs to be reworked. I'm having problems with that one. Well, it's not that I'm having problems. It's just that I keep messing up the needles. They keep breaking, but I know why. It's human error, I guess you can say. I got to reprogram that one because she just be doing whatever she want to do. We got a functional Hobbs meter. As you can see, since I installed it, we are 67 hours. So once the engine cranks and gets above 400 RPMs, the Hobbs meter kick in and it starts doing this thing. And then once it gets below 400 RPM, when I shut it down, the Hobbs meter shuts off automatically. That's my flap gauge. That is also backlit, which is kind of a redundant system because originally I was using the H35. I started flying the H35 and it only had, your up and down flap, but then and it's only 3 positions: up, approach, and down. And so I just decided to make a gauge just to add a little bit more. Let's turn the key off. That is a real functioning key switch as well. Just about away. That works. Motorized trim wheel down there. What else? 750, 650. We do have don't mind all the duct tape. That's what we do over here. Functioning ELT switch that does light up and blink and makes that horrible noise. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So that's pretty much it. What's to come? Oh, compass. It does work, but it keeps getting thrown off. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it doesn't want to stay calibrated. I get sick of it. So it does light up. It does turn. It just ain't. It's not reading. I would have to calibrate again. I don't know. Maybe I'll calibrate it one more time. But outside of that, y'all, that's pretty much it. Upgrades will be coming in the future. starting with the rudder pedals. I really want to get some better rudder pedals. I actually would like to do force feedback rudder pedals, honestly. So I'm gonna be doing some research on that. And I mean, I know what I need to get. It's just more research on how I want to go about the rudder pedal side. Not so much powering them, just more so the rudder pedals itself. Because I'm gonna have to get rid of these. These CH rudder pedals have done their job. But I'm gonna keep rocking with them. But eventually, I would like to do that. I would like to eventually replace my TPMs with the, what do you call it, the veneer, where you can actually fine tune it. I've been wanting to do that for a long time, but just never got around to it. And I've always, just used these. So that'll be an upgrade eventually. I don't know. And then I got some other stuff, like I said, but we'll talk about that when that time comes. So stay tuned for those. But I got to get out of here, y'all. I got some more things I need to handle. We still got to finish getting a few more things out of this house and over to the new house. And I got to make a couple stops while we are in town. And we got to get Coco loaded up and secured for the ride to her new home. And amongst a couple of things. So, like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of vibe of breaking her down. And much love and appreciated, for real. It never goes unnoticed, not with me. So I thank y'all for supporting me and hanging out with me. And the next time you see me, we will be, I guess, putting Coco back together. So that's all I got for you guys. This is CardboardSim, I guess. We signing out.